guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Keto Youngin's channel. If today's your first time, I want you to get comfortable and get ready for the Q&A. So if you're new to my channel, I'm Etanam, the face behind Keto Youngin, and I just decided to record a Q&A video to introduce myself to the channel, because since I started my YouTube channel, I haven't really posted anything to introduce or show my face on here. So this is just me introducing myself to the channel. So I put up a post on Instagram to let everyone ask me a few questions so I can record this Q&A. So if you want to hear the questions and the answers, stay tuned. Okay, welcome back to my channel. So let's get into the questions. Let's see what everyone has to ask. So the first question I have here is, what motivated you to start your keto journey? Okay, so what motivated me to start my keto journey? My motivation was mainly to be healthy. It was never about body goals or wanting my body to look a certain way. No, I loved myself the way I was before I started keto. I didn't feel like I was ugly. I didn't feel like I didn't love myself. That was never it. I just wanted to keep a healthy lifestyle because your girl was gaining a few pounds. Like, I was gaining so much weight, and I knew I had to take control of that because I didn't want to get to the point where I would have so many diseases that comes with being obese and things like that. So yes, I had to take control of my health. So that was the main thing. The next question I have here is, did you ever try any other diet? Okay, so I think in 2014 or 15, I can't remember which, but I think, yeah, I'm sure it's 2015, I tried the low carb diet. Did it work? Yes, it worked, because I kind of lost 5 kg between 3 to 4 months. But then I wasn't consistent. Like, I really wasn't consistent at all, and actually I didn't see progress anyway. So yes, I have tried a low carb diet before. Low carb works definitely, but I just found keto to be more an enjoyable journey, if I should say, for me. So the next question I have here is, what put you on this journey? Okay, what put me on this journey? I think what the person is trying to ask me is what prompted me to start keto. I think that's the question. So I was already subscribed to a YouTuber, and I remember one time I came on because I know has been struggling with her weight for quite some time. And she came on sometime, and like she had changed. She was looking snatched, and in my mind I'm like, yo, this girl wasn't looking like this some years ago, because she had a gastric bypass. She had surgery to kind of control her weight, but she was still struggling with it. And I checked her channels. I had to go back to check the posts I had missed, and I realized, oh, she actually was on the keto diet. So I was like, keto diet, like, because she was eating bacon and she was eating chicken. I was like, what kind of diet is this that you're eating chicken and bacon? Like, I was intrigued. Basically, that was it. I was intrigued. So I did my research. It's important to do your research before you start keto. So I did my research, and I realized that, oh, the keto diet was actually a very safe, sustainable diet I could embark on. So I decided to also jump on the keto wagon, and yes, I haven't regretted it since then. Who knows, this video might actually prompt someone to also start keto, just like I did when I saw that video on YouTube. So the next question I have is, someone said proud of you. That's all. Oh, thank you guys. Like, so many of you were actually congratulating me, so I'm asking your questions. But yeah, the next question I have is, what should I do? I cheated yesterday. I want to get back into ketosis quickly. Okay, so to get back into ketosis quickly, don't come on keto with the diet mentality, I would say, because if you're calling it a cheat day, you're already setting up yourself for failure. I came on keto with a lifestyle change mentality. That was what worked for me, basically. So if you had an off, I normally call it a high carb day because I've just had more carbs than I should have in a day. So what I would suggest is just go back to what you were doing before. Don't try to punish yourself because you ate more than you were supposed to. That's a very bad practice. Don't punish yourself. Just go back to what you were doing before. If you were on keto, go back to keto. If you were on low carb, just go back to low carb and go back on track the day after. And then the day after you've gone back on track, try to have a 24-hour fast. That just helps you reset and get your ketones more, if that helps. Also, how did you start and keep up with it all? I always start my journey, then I give up later. Okay, how did I start and keep up with it all? Okay, so to address this question, I would say I was obsessed with keto. I don't want to call it if it's a good thing. If it's a good thing, it helped me basically. So what I mean by I was obsessed with keto is when I started keto, I was doing a lot of research. Like I would research what's new in the keto world, what's new here, what's new there, here and there. Like I will make sure I've learned something new on keto when I started. So if that helps you, try to get yourself into the science and the knowledge behind the keto diet. That was what I was doing basically. Like I immersed myself in. I feel like when you immerse yourself in something, like you're actually armed up with so much knowledge that you're not setting yourself up for failures. I think that's what worked for me. Like I armed myself with so much research that like I was just ready to zoom into it. So yeah, if that helps you, I think you should do that. Immerse yourself in it. If you have to be obsessed with it, just do it because it's a healthy obsession in the end. Also, the next question I have here is, did you incorporate exercise into your diet? This question, did I incorporate exercise? To tell you the truth, I didn't. Like when I started keto, yeah, I wanted to incorporate exercise into my diet. It was my plan. Like I remember one time, those of you who saw this post will know what I'm talking about. I actually went to the gym. So there was a ladies gym where I was living before. So I was living in Italy when I started keto, and I found myself a ladies gym, and I was like, oh yes, ladies gym, finally I can do this, I can do it. I signed up, and then there was a trial class, so I signed up for the trial class. And when I got there, I was like, my body is not up for this. Like me, I was ready for the gym, but I just told myself the gym is not ready for me basically. So yes, I just never went back after that trial class. I'm not saying exercise is not good, because after some months later, I started incorporating like 3 to 4 days in a week exercise into my life. So it's very important. But if you start your journey and you feel like it's difficult to incorporate, what I would suggest to you, what I did, I was walking a lot. So I wasn't exercising like going to the gym and doing any strenuous activity, but yes, I was walking a lot, and I feel like that's what gave me the results I have today. If I need to go to the shop and it's an hour away, trust me, I'll walk there. Instead of going with the car, I would rather walk. And I knew what I was doing for myself, and it has actually helped me a lot. And if I want to do my shopping, I'll go to the grocery store, do my shopping. I'll be carrying my shopping bags with me. Trust me, those are my dumbbells on the street. Those shopping bags are my dumbbells. So yes, if you need to do that, just do it. Try to walk a lot if you can't exercise when you start. And once you get to a comfortable set point with your weight, then you can start incorporating some exercise. So yes, I didn't exercise to lose majority of my weight, but I did as I'm maintaining to just help firm up my body. The next question I have here is, how did you stay motivated and how were you able to stay consistent? Okay, so how did I stay motivated and how were you able to stay consistent? So what I would say is motivation and consistent. I just didn't want to see the number I saw on the scale when I started keto. I remember in my first 4 weeks, every time I see a weight change on the numbers drop on the scale, I'll take a picture and I'll send it to my family, and I'll be like, oh my god, look, 2 kg off, 1 kg off. Like I was that kind of girl. Like I'll always update them. I think that's what made me stay motivated, because I knew I was having a gradual change in my body. I didn't feel like I was going back to where I was before. So not wanting to go back to the number I started with definitely kept me motivated and consistent, I would say. The next question I have is, what is the hardest part about maintaining after you've reached your goal? A lot of people think the weight loss journey is easy, but I feel like maintenance is a whole different ball game. Okay, so what's the hardest part? I feel if you take it easy on yourself and you do a lot of research, within the month of you losing weight, you should have come up with a maintenance strategy, which I have done for myself. I've been maintaining for like over 6 months or 7 months now, and trust me, I haven't gained back my weight. So yes, it's not easy, I won't lie to you, maintaining is not easy, but I'm a living testimony to tell you that yes, you can maintain your keto weight. You can definitely maintain your keto weight. So the next question I have here is the keto diet safe? Okay, this is the most debated question ever. Someone will be like, oh, I read this and then there were side effects, I read that and then this and that. I would tell you that the keto diet is safe because I did my research before starting this, and yes, I'll tell you it's safe. I don't want to go too much into it because that's a whole different video for another time, but yes, the keto diet is 100% safe. If you're doing it the right way, it's safe. So at this point, my battery died, but yeah, let's get back into it. This video must be done. So the next question I have is, what do I eat in a day on keto? So this question is quite random because now, because I'm on maintenance keto, I eat what I feel like eating. If I wake up one day and I feel like eating Chinese, if you've been following me on Instagram, you know I've been whipping it up in the kitchen. Like, I don't waste time. So yes, it depends on what I'm craving or what I feel like eating in a day, and I'll go ahead to make a keto version of it. So basically, yes. But when I was on weight loss keto, I would generally have eggs, bacon, spinach, like just the regular things. I was very basic when I started keto. Like, I wasn't trying to do too much because my goal was to lose some amount of weight. So yes, now it's like what I feel like eating. That's what I eat in a day. And the next question I have is how to measure big portion food. How to measure? Okay, I think what the person is asking is, how do you measure out a serving from a big portion of meal? I think that's what the person is asking. Okay, so I generally do this. Okay, so this is pro tip. If you have your pen and your paper, grab it because I'm giving out pro tip here. So what I usually do is I use Carb Manager to track everything I eat in a day. So for example, because I'm African, let's use a soup for example. I will key in every ingredient I use to make the soup on Carb Manager. Then after I am done, I save it as a meal. Anytime I serve myself out of that portion of the food, I weigh it. Yep. On keto, the scale is going to be your best friend. So yes, I weigh the portion I took out, and out of that serving size, Carb Manager will be able to tell you the amount of net carbs or protein or fat, whatever it is you're trying to track, you just had from that big portion of food. So this is pro tip I just gave you. Next question I have is, what fruits on keto can I have? Oh, if you've done your research, this is pretty easy on keto. Okay, so the keto approved fruits are the strawberries, the raspberry, the blueberries, basically berries, lower in sugar and lower in carbs. So it's the carb fruits approved on keto, and then avocado basically. But then if you're not too strict with yourself, I will tell you, don't come. So this is the thing, there's nothing like this is keto and this is not keto. If it can fit into your macros, I'll say go for it if you're not too strict and on yourself. So let's take for example, the most debated fruit on keto is watermelon. Okay, so a lot of people debate about watermelon. Is it keto, is it not keto? Yes, it has a lot of sugar, so it might kick you out of ketosis, but don't compare yourself to somebody else. Have it. If it affects you, you know, okay, next time I'm not going to have that amount in that big quantity. So yes, if it fits in your macros, I'll say go for it, basically. Next question I have is, how many carbs in a day do you eat? Okay, how many carbs? So this question as well. When I was on weight loss keto, basically to lose weight on keto, you have to have 20 grams or less to to lose weight. So there were times, it depends on the goal I have set for the week. So there were times I'll have 10 grams of net carbs, some days I'll have 5 grams of net carbs, sometimes 0. So I feel that changes depending on the goals I have for the week or for the month. That was when I was on weight loss keto, but now that I'm maintaining, I have 50 grams of carbs for keto days and 100 grams for low carb days. So I'm in between keto and low carb now because I'm trying to maintain my weight. It allows me to enjoy more things I wasn't enjoying when I was on strict weight loss keto. So the next question I have is, how much weight can you lose on keto? How much weight? I would say it depends on the weight you have set for yourself. On keto, you can lose any amount of weight you have set for yourself to actually lose. So when I started keto, I was 98 kg. Okay, so that wasn't even my highest weight, to tell you the truth. That wasn't my highest weight. A month before I started keto officially, I was 101. Yes, hello. Like I back then I didn't feel I was 101. I didn't look it in a way. I remember I went to the hospital and I stood on the scale and I was like, for a second I was like, is this scale broken? But I'm at the hospital, obviously the scale cannot be broken. I saw 101 and yeah, it hits me. I was like, yo, this is it, this is the breaking point. So yes, I was 101 when I started, and then the month before keto, I was trying to be healthy. I don't know what I did right, but yes, I was. So officially my start weight on keto was 98 kg, and over since then I have lost a total of 20 kg. So I'm now 78, maintaining now. Some days 79, some days 77, 76. Maintenance kind of fluctuates, but so far as you're not going over, you're good to go. So yes, that was the next question. I think I've answered every question I had in my Q&A, I mean the what I posted on Instagram. So if I missed your question or you missed the post, feel free to drop your question down in the comment section. I would answer you, or if it's a lot of questions, who knows, I record another video. Yes, thank you all for watching this Q&A. Thank you all for supporting me. Continue to share Keto Young Game with everyone, your friends, your family, and if you're not following me on Instagram, do that now. Just follow me on Instagram, Keto Young Game. Thank you all. I love you. Bye.